Welcome back to the Tarella Report. Today I want to talk about why the trans echo chamber is so unhealthy for trans people. I think it comes down to the fact that the trans echo chamber is saturated with ideas from the trans activist establishment, and their thinking can cause a pattern of negativity, especially when combined with our inherent cognitive biases. Let's start with this. One thing I often criticize the trans activist establishment about is that their thinking is full of critical theory, particularly postmodern critical theory. If you study the history of critical theory, you will know that it is heavily influenced by the old school psychoanalysis of Freud and perhaps others like Lacan. That's why there is so much emphasis on unconscious thoughts and beliefs. It's why people can be said to be unconsciously transphobic even when they don't mean to be transphobic at all. It's why even well-meaning compliments could be seen as a microaggression instead. This deeply negative attitude towards everything is not helpful for anyone. The problem with the Freudian influence is old school psychoanalysis was very much not evidence based. It is therefore considered questionable in modern psychology. Instead, we may want to draw on a more modern approach to psychology, one that has a much more empirical, evidence based, and hence scientifically sound approach. And from modern psychology, particularly from cognitive psychology and cognitive science, we know that our brains are prone to particular cognitive biases. That is, we are all prone to seeing things in biased ways due to the ways our brains are programmed. The cognitive biases I'm talking about are many, and they can often interact with each other too. The trans echo chamber amplifies our inherent cognitive biases because it encourages us to see transphobia everywhere, and because it reinforces the idea that transphobia is everywhere. And from what we know about cognitive biases like congruence bias, confirmation bias, the framing effect, and the bizarreness effect, this can certainly lead us to seeing transphobia where there is none. And this is not helpful for anyone. Most of all, it is not helpful for trans people, who end up with lots of negative thought patterns, which they seek and shall surely find confirmation of in the world around them. We all know that positive thinking breeds success, and negative thinking does the opposite. This is why the trans echo chamber is so harmful for trans people and the trans community. That's all for today. I'll be back next time to discuss another big idea. Until next time, remember to resist conformity and stay positive. Our future depends on it.